Hello everyone, this is Stormy Cloud 21. Today I've got something very special for you. Star Wars Ahsoka, the Star Wars TVC line, the Vintage Collection. And this is Howler and Sabine Wren Peridea. So cool. Cannot wait to open this up and check it out. The box art on this is just completely amazing. I love how they've set that nice realistic photo on the back. They took the time to make a little diorama or whatever they did in Photoshop, or actually do a diorama, I don't know. But then you get a carded figure in there. My most favorite thing, the Howler from Ahsoka. And then as you can see down here, it shows that you can have a couple extra back legs so this creature can be in the sitting position, as well as just running around with all those articulated legs and everything. So that is fascinating in itself. Here's a closer look at all of that, where you can see the leg articulation, and you can see how you change out those back legs that it comes with. And then you've got Sabine Wren with the helmet, the lightsaber retracted and out, and the two blasters. So cool. And I mean, who wouldn't love a beautiful image like that? That is just knock it out of the park awesome. It's just so cool. It feels like you're on Peridea and there's Sabine on the Howler, just like in the show. It's so amazing, even though I don't have Disney Plus. Here's some more art on the side of the packaging. See how the articulation, it's hunched over in a playful mood perhaps, or submissive. And then you've got Sabine Wren right there. That's so cool. Here's another cool image. It's got that backpack on there on the saddle. You know, everything you need to go camping. Over here, Sabine in a defensive position, shooting that blaster, kind of hiding among the rocks. And then you've got the Howler back like that in the sitting position, or howling. A couple less noticeable pictures on the top of the box. That and this one, harder to get to. The sitting position again, up there. So all those pictures are just amazing. Look at the mouth detail inside that thing. I don't know if I showed that picture, but that is an amazing picture. And of course, the next step is to open this amazing box and show the amazing, mind-blowing contents inside. Let's go. Here we go. I feel like I'm gonna knock something over, so we have to be careful. You're getting a first look at this just like me. It's upside down, but nevertheless, it's a first look. So what are we getting ourselves into here? We have Sabine Wren, and then you see there's the Howler back. There's the rest of that TVC card. And the reason why it doesn't have a barcode is because it only comes with this particular figure, this particular Sabine figure with this Howler. So that's what's up with that, and you can pause and read about this. VC 352, unpunched. Punch it. Punch it. No, like you mean it. Punch it. Ahsoka. But what I'm really here for, and I know you are too, most likely, that's amazing, but this is the main reason why I've got this. Look at this. This is amazing. So I know it's exciting, but first of all, you got a couple back legs. Don't take that for granted. There's the back legs. And right off the bat, I noticed that the claws aren't painted, but I still really like this. It's really cool. This is much more lighter weight than I thought, and it's much more plastic than I thought it would be. It's not like rubber, it's like plastic. So that's a little bit of a surprise. I didn't expect that, but still, it's got a lot of sculpting detail. Very lightweight though. So now I heated up this creature, and it shows off the articulation a lot better. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh, that's so cool. Side to side a little bit, but forward, really great. Back, really great. And then that jaw articulation. That's just amazing. That is so cool. I love those teeth and the eyes. It's so awesome. Articulation right there. Got some articulation right there. And some swivel. Got in and out. Oh, yeah. And then you even have, oh, this articulation. And then you have swivel. I don't know about swivel. But you have forward and back. And then the back legs, really good. Like, that's gonna pop off, you know, because of course the accessories, but that goes forward. And then swivels. And then of course the back feet are kind of similar to the front feet in some ways. Okay, so like back, forward, see? That, oh, that's nice. That is nice. And we got this nice rubbery tail of this critter, which articulates in like a circle. The hardest thing while filming this is maintaining focus with the correct depth of field, because the camera does tend to want to jump around on depth of field and scope when you're real close. But this is a really nice, I like it. Now this, I don't think this comes off at all. This does appear to detach, this little pack. Let's see if we can get that to come off. So what you want to do is you want to pull that like that, go like that, and then you can just take that saddle right off there if you're going for the wild look. But then I don't know how you're going to do that if you can't get the rein off. I don't know about that part. Even if you can't get the rein off, well, never mind about that. There's a giant hole in the top of, let's just put the saddle back on. So they've engineered it in a way that if you take the saddle off, which you can, but there's still this piece here. So there's still a big giant gaping hole in the top of the creature, which doesn't look normal at all for a wild one, plus this. So you're just better off leaving the saddle on as much as you would want a wild one, unless you're a really good customizer. So you're better off with that saddle. No biggie. You're gonna put that back on, pop it back in there, bring this forward, latch that in the hole. This is one of those creatures where I like this thing so much I would get a second, maybe a third, but I would probably stop at 3 unless it was on a super clearance or something. This thing is just so cool. I mean, when have you got an alien animal wolf ever? I mean, well, we've gotten similar things in the line, but this scale, this much texture, this much articulation, when has that ever happened? We got the blurg, but an animal like this, at this size, this is right up there with G.I. Joe classified stuff. So this is just really, really cool to have. I love the color on that. And look at that. Wow. The sculpting on this little bag there. Somebody has really put a lot of labor of love into this. This is rubbery foot strap there. And looks like that articulates nice. I wouldn't have realized that, but that does. So does this one. So I love how the legs can go in and out like crazy range of motion. Even in the front, like right here, like it's just so amazing what the range is on these things. It's just so, wow, blows your mind. All right, let's try to put on the back feet and look at that next. Obviously, you'd have to pop off this. Really simple. And then you're gonna go for this one. You're gonna pop that on. So no, I didn't need a hairdryer. Just had to kind of twist, rock it back and forth, and then put those on there. But there's for the sitting position. And you can open up that jaw so it's like howling to the air. Tilt that head back further. Oh, you know, Howler. So that's cool. Let's put the legs back on and check out Sabine. If you're worried about the legs, it's straightforward. Don't worry. Just pops right on there. Easy peasy. Beautiful. So, all right, let's get Sabine. Wow, it looks almost like I said it right where she's riding on it, but it's just a photo image. So, here's what we're pulling out. Sabine, Wren, Ahsoka. So there we go. There's those two puppy legs that you put for the sitting position. Now we're gonna open up Sabine, Wren, and look at that figure. So let's go. Meanwhile, a couple of seconds later, pretty good. All right, let's get the figure. There's the figure. And she's pretty cool, but she's still strapped in there. We got to get her out. So cool. Trash! So, obviously I was talking about the plastic bubble, which I just tossed. Look at that. Wow. So, yeah, here's Sabine Wren, and yeah, she has a mole on there, and that's supposed to be on there. I guarantee that. Very cool looking figure. There's the poncho. You can see it's got colors painted on the front of her. Here's in the back. She has colors there too. Has this holster for the blasters and full articulation. Now watch this. Articulation is like really awesome. I heated up the figure and I can just really instantly. Now there's a little rubberized pad there where you can lift the arm up out to the side and you can swivel. Okay, and you can swivel here as well. You can also swivel that hand. So that's really nice. The waist, you've got all that movement. You've got the movement right here. You've got the bends at the knee, although might want to wait. Doesn't look like it wants to do that yet, so I'm gonna hold off. But the feet, and then none of that side to, yeah, you got it. You got it. I'm wrong. So that or forward and back. But the knee joint, that's the one I would wait. Okay, never mind. We're not going to wait. So you just got to be careful. When you break this stuff in, that's supposed to be like that. And then swivel. So trust me. Don't be afraid. Pop her head off. Oh, no. Oh, is she broken? No, she's not broken. She's designed like this. Pop this helmet on, and now she can use that. I don't know what that's called. I'm sorry. Fill me in the comments. That weapon to blast stuff out of the sky. Same articulation with this helmet. It's pretty cool. And then you can, let's pop that back off. You can take the poncho off at that moment if you wanted and change it up. Put that head back on. You see it goes right back on, just like so simple. Got a little peg hole in the front. Peg hole is obviously for the lightsaber. Pegs to the waist like that, to the belt. And forgive me, I don't know if she's right-handed or left-handed, but there's the lightsaber. Very cool. The other thing fell out right there on the ground, on the table here. And she has a couple of really cheap blasters. I mean, really cheap. I'm talking cheapest of the cheap. In the line, cheap of plastic cheap. Cheap blasters. And no paint apps, but still, she's got weapons. And when you get done with what you're doing, you can put these in the holster. Or you might want to take them out so you don't lose them on the ground somewhere when you're not using the blasters for photography and stuff. And so here we go, where she's on the creature now. Forgot to mention, but look at this. Look at that little symbol on there. That's so cool. I don't even know what that's called, but it's awesome. But there you go. She can actually ride on this creature. Actually could put her feet, I'm sure, in those stirrups. So maybe I can try to get that working. This is pretty cool. So I probably didn't do it right. There's a little bit of a way you could put those feet in the stirrups. Probably a better way to do it than the way I'm doing it, but for the purposes of this video, I'm just showing what you can do with this figure. I forgot to show the bottom paw pads of this creature. Pretty cool. Got peg holes in the feet as well. Not these feet, but those figure feet. This thing is legit. I like it. So anyway, this is Stormy Cloud 21. Will you be picking this figure up? I know I would. I know I did. I know I like this creature just about as much as anything in the Star Wars universe. It's awesome. It's a total grand slam for me. I absolutely am glad that I bought this figure. So anyway, this is Stormy Cloud 21. I want to thank you for watching this review. Please remember, hit that like, subscribe button. See more cool stuff coming up soon, as well as that notification bell to alert you to brand new upcoming videos. Thank you for watching, and talk soon.